Hello and welcome to another episode of the 546 Project Video Food Box. And we went to Hardee's for breakfast this time, as they have two new sandwiches, one for breakfast and one for lunch and dinner, but it's the same premise kind of for both. This one is the Frisco Thick Burger, the Frisco Breakfast Sandwich. It's the BFC, or Big Fried Cheese. So as you can probably guess, this has a big disc of fried cheese on it. This also, I believe, has bacon and their egg, and then their sourdough bread as the bread. So let's take a look and see what's inside this. It's a promo, as it's only for a limited time, as is the thick burger. And as you can see, this is the first time I'm kind of looking at this cheese disc, and it covers the whole thing, which is great. Both sides, and then you got the egg and the bacon. You don't get to choose what meat you have, so you couldn't choose ham or sausage, which is kind of a disappointment. I wish it would have had. I usually prefer ham in my whatever sandwich that I get, like if they give me a ham, bacon, or sausage choice, because usually the bacon is not up to par. This bacon is not the best. So it looks like they put 3 strips on there, and okay. So let's flip this over and actually look at the big fried cheese that's on there. It's a nice disc of cheese. Got a little messed up. I don't know if it's going to affect the taste throughout, but there's the fried cheese disc, and the same will be on the thick burger. I'm sure that one will be pretty decent. Their thick burgers are usually very, very good. But without further ado, let's take a bite out of the Big Fried Cheese Frisco Breakfast Sandwich. There are a couple of impressions I can get right off the bat with this particular sandwich, and this becomes a problem with a lot of breakfast sandwiches. There's no sort of sauce on this, so it becomes kind of dry with the bacon, with it being like it's kind of crispy, and then with the cheese itself, if it's not like hot and it's not like melty in the picture, then it becomes a little bit of just a blob of colder cheese. I mean, I don't think that it's not like piping hot, but it's not cold either. It's just kind of congealed in that. But let's take another bite of this. The cheese, I believe, is a cheddar. Could be American, but it tastes more of a cheddar variety. And it's big for the sandwich. It takes up half of the real estate in the sandwich inside. So it is as advertised, being big fried cheese. I usually like their Frisco sourdough breakfast sandwiches, because they do put, I mean, you can get ham. I'm not a huge fan of the bacon, to be honest. I wish I would have had ham in this, but they didn't really give me a choice. I don't know if they would give any of you watching a choice for the meat that you pick. I know that bacon's in the picture, so that may be all you get. The sandwich alone cost almost $4.50, which is kind of high for a breakfast sandwich. I think that's more of Dunkin' Donuts type of prices, which I don't really get that impressed with some of their offerings for breakfast, other than their donuts and most of their pastries. I know that the regular sourdough sandwich is about $3.50, so this is a dollar more for a disc of fried cheese, and you you don't really know if it's worth it, but I'm going to evaluate that right now with the number score that I'm going to give the big fried cheese, the BFC Frisco Breakfast Sandwich. And overall, I'm actually going to give it, I'm going to give it a 7. It's not the most fantastic breakfast sandwich I've ever had. Their biscuit sandwiches are decent. They have the new Beyond breakfast sausage, which isn't too bad. You can get that in the you can get it in a burrito or a biscuit sandwich. But this, the fried cheese element is not bad. I wish it was not as congealed and maybe a little bit more melty. Itself, you really kind of see it. It's not. It kind of congeals, but it's still warm, which is definitely a plus. If this was cold, you'd get a much lower score. Just taking a bite of this alone, this is the best element of the sandwich. It should be if you're advertising that. The reason I gave it a little bit lower of a score, just overall, it's kind of a drier sandwich without any sauce. Not a big fan of the bacon. The egg it's all right. It does get overpowered with this big disc of cheese. But overall, it's a 7 as the score for the BFC Frisco breakfast sandwich from Hardee's. If you would like to view our other video food boxes or our scratching episodes, please click on the links on your screen. If you would like to subscribe to our YouTube channel, click on the link on the center of your screen. If you would like to view our Twitter and Facebook pages, the links are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful day.